I'm curious too, to really dig into what you said, that you went to this other festival and it was just not a good festival. What are some of the things that festivals do wrong that you were looking to correct? Because I totally agree with you. I've been to festivals.
I'll start with my own sins. I'll be honest with you. I grew too fast, and I brought people in to help us grow faster, and they screwed us. There's no question. We dealt with some groups that literally came in, tried to befriend us, got our mailing list, and then took our contact and tried to start a show in Canada called Movie Expo to rip us off. Okay? And I say these names proudly, and I say them out loud. I don't hedge when I say that because I don't want people getting the wrong impression about what AOF is. AOF cannot be stolen. AOF cannot be copied. It's not a Chinese Apple computer store. You know what I mean? With all knockoff products. It's the real deal, and it's hard to take. So when we got to Vegas, we were with the Palms Hotel and the Brendan Theaters, and what a mess. What greed here in Vegas. I mean, really. And it ended up not being what I liked, but we stayed there 3 years, even though I didn't like what I was seeing, but my people liked it. And now we found a real partner in the Galaxy Theaters. What an amazing thing we're going to be able to do for people. So what festivals do wrong is lack of communication, number one. Number two, overpromise and underdeliver. I mean, when a festival says it has celebrities and industry and all this stuff, you got to remember, AOF was founded with a guy named Alan Bailey, the longest running executive in Paramount history. He was the comptroller of Paramount for almost 40 years. He's helped me start this show. He's the one that brought the first celebrities like David Carradine and all the rest to us. So we began with the industry as part of the show, and I see these shows with industry experts, and they get a guy who walked on the set of J.J. Starbuck in 1981. That's not industry. So you've got to have real people. Like this year we have, there's a great stuntman named Bob Yerke, the number one guy in the world ever. In fact, he ran the Stuntmen's Association for almost 30 years. He doesn't go to shows, but he's coming to our show this year, his only live appearance. That's for all the stunt people across the planet. They're going to want to come see him. So what we try to do is create events for people who want to see all kinds of people. I can't go talking about the show without mentioning Dr. Robert Goldman. He's one of the top philanthropist billionaires in the world. He took us under his wing 5 years ago through our contact with Michael D. Pasquale, and we created the Icon Awards and Legendary Stunts. And this guy shows up, and he wants everyone to succeed. So I have to give him props. You've got to bring people who people want to meet. And I know he's produced a bunch of films since he's been coming to AOF. So he's gotten on the other side of the queue as opposed to just being a viewer. He's an active participant. So festivals have to provide that kind of content and context. You also have to have premier theaters. We were at a great theater, but the projection didn't work, or the monitors or the speakers didn't work, and we were paying prime dollar. So now we're in the best theaters you can be in with the best screens, the best sound. They have bars and restaurants inside the theater. Make it a great experience. I think festivals go wrong in those places. And one more thing we did, which is vexing me, because I don't want to pick out someone else's problems. I want to say what I did wrong so I can correct them. In 2019, we got away from our tins, those metal tins we use for awards, and we had to go to individual created posters for awards. It's the worst decision I ever made. It took the longest time you could ever imagine to create them. And we began shipping them out 6 months after the festival, and they began getting bounced back for wrong addresses. So now it's those type of things that will kill a festival. But we've been very, very blessed and very, very lucky, and we just keep putting issues with a brand new team, with big growth, and we try to communicate with anyone who calls for anything they need, except for my second ex-wife.
Thanks for checking out this clip from the Selling Your Screenplay podcast. If you'd like to hear the full interview, just go to sellingyourscreenplay.com/podcasts, or to go directly to the episode, just use the link in the show notes. Thanks for watching.